Right, and that leads us to the big question that we want to ask you tonight on Twitter. We're asking you, should the Ole Kaparos Commission be disbanded for failure to tackle and prosecute hate mongers? By studio, I'm joined by Professor Joseph Naituli, who's a commissioner at NCIC. Karibu sana to the program.
Thank you.
Haven't you guys failed? We have hate mongers. They continue to propagate hate, and it's in existence. Why?
We have not failed. We have been doing our job actually fairly well. In fact, better than the people imagine. For the first time, we have been able, for the last 2 years, maintain serious peace in conflict areas, Turkana, Pokot, in Tana River. What is creating a problem for us is the politicians, when they spew hate speech, when they separate us, we investigate, we arrest them, we hand them over to the Directorate of Public Prosecution, then they go to court, then unfortunately they get bail, and then they go back again to hate speech, then they go...
Let me ask a question here. We have the incident that was sparked this Sunday. Remember starting from, I think, when the commission came into force, this new commission that you're in, you came into force and said you're going to have recorders in every political rally or every political event.
Yes.
All right? Yeah. On Sunday, were your commission and were you represented in Kasarani, where these alleged hate remarks that are sparked of this new round of hate started?
I actually doubt that we are presented there, but we have received all the videos. And that the investigation has commenced on this second round of that incitement. But I think the point really which is we need to make it so strongly also is there is indirect incitement to violence and there is hate speech that touches on the communities, which is ours, although we are reviewing the act in order to incorporate all that to ourselves. So, but you see, even if the commission was not represented there, I assume there is police in that meeting. And to me, nations fail when independent institutions which are charged with the mandate of executing a very specific mandate, when they fail to do that, that is when nations collapse. And what I see here is when people say, spew hate speech in so obvious in public gatherings, those people should be arrested by the police before they leave that meeting. Because that way, we are able to have a sober country, that way you can all live in peace.
Professor, there's one gentleman, the MP for Gatundu South, very notorious on hate speech, not only on Facebook, but in public comments. What is the commission doing?
We have taken the MP for Gatundu South to court several times. We have asked the court to cancel the bail, I think not once. We are going to do it again, because the bail is given on the condition that you maintain good behavior.
But he hasn't.
He has not maintained good. It's obvious that he hasn't maintained good behavior, because to say what he said yesterday is terrible in my opinion, because the country has enemies. We are fighting in Somalia, Al-Shabaab. What if Al-Shabaab takes the opportunity? What happens now to our country? You see, leaders need to be responsible. They need to know what they are saying can have consequences. And our leaders, unfortunately, don't seem to understand that. And, you know, our laws are very clear on this. And what we need is the courts to ruthlessly enforce these laws, especially laws concerning our security, the security of the state. We apparently don't see that happening, and we are also disappointed.
So that's a frustration for you. The said MP has said that he will not appear before your commission. He's chosen to appear before the CID. The Bahati MP has said he's also not going to appear until it is written down, you know, because he's an elected member of parliament. No one takes you serious.
Well, the reason why I believe that they don't seem to take us serious is because they seem to have a way, once they arrive in court, to get this bail, and then to go out, do exactly the same thing, and then again get bail. We are asking the court to please save the country.
What about political will, Professor? What about the political will from the coalition that they come from?
You know, you ask a very good question, because I have to honestly tell you that we have probably spent the last 50 years of this country's existence building the country as opposed to building the nation. because building the nation requires very serious commitment of knitting us together as a people. And that also requires investment in resources. Unfortunately, for the last 50 years, we don't seem to have done that. And the symptoms now is what our politicians are doing in anticipation for either maintaining power or regaining it, or regaining power, which is very unfortunate because we need to put this country first. This country will be here long after we are all gone, long after these governments are gone. So it needs to come first in anybody who wants to be a leader or who is already a leader in the republic.
I must ask you this, Commissioner, because every time this happens, every Kenyan will go out and they would cry and would comment and say this is very wrong. You people who are in authority, you also do the same. You appear to absolutely be, have no way to deal with this.
No, ourselves, we are not doing that. We're insisting that these people will come to us. If you don't come to us, we will go to court. So the court will order them to appear in court. And if they don't appear in court, then the court has to enforce its authority. They can ignore us, but they will not be able to ignore the court. So we don't, this agency, this time around, is not going to allow what happened in 2005 to produce the mother of war battles in 2007. It's not going to happen now. We intend to execute our mandate faithfully to the country, without fear and without favor. So we are going after the hate mongers, wherever they are, furiously. And we're just hoping that the court will be with us. But we are not going to allow this ourselves to continue. We are not ignoring any of these people.
30 seconds or less, Professor. We're going 14 months or 30 months to the elections.
Yes.
As political temperatures are rising, do you honestly believe in your hearts of hearts, in your minds of minds, that your commission and yourselves can actually handle the hate crimes and the hate mongers and the incitement in this country? Do you honestly believe?
We actually believe we can handle it. We believe we have the capacity to handle it. And we believe that the law enforcement agencies as our are capable of doing that. What they need to do is most of them take their mandate very seriously. Taking the mandate seriously means protecting this country from the few who want to collapse us, refusing to be redirected in the wrong direction by the few, and insisting on serious and proper law enforcement.
All right.
We intend to do that.
Professor Naituli, wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Hope you finally arrest the hate mongers.
All
right. Talking there to Professor Naituli from the NCIC, the Commission, checking matters, hate mongers and hate preachers. We'll be right back. This is Maryland News. Don't go too far because we have plenty more on the other side of the break.